A long time ago, a man said to me, Rowan, you're starting out in journalism, in broadcast journalism. Keep the airways productive. Now I'm doing that in my writing at the end of my life. Oddly enough, I started my career in the Frontier Sentinel, which was on the left-hand side of Hill Street as you walk towards what we call the Big Clock. I'm now ending my journalistic career as a columnist with the Newry Democrat on the right-hand side of Hill Street, just 100 yards apart. And I like to think that my journalism has been positive throughout the time. That's what I hope, and that's what I aim to do. But I'm much more at ease within my own skin now, since I discovered that there is something beyond the stars. And that's my task. I've been a sailor all my life, but time and a number throwing off the ropes, and away I would go across the horizon. I didn't know what was across the horizon. Similarly, as I approach the ultimate, the casting off of ropes, death, whenever it comes, I don't know what's over the horizon of the infinite, but I'm going to go there. I'm going to find out, and it'll be interesting.
Well, one of the things that's really nice about doing these interviews, from my perspective, and I think it relates to what you're talking about, is I get a chance to listen to people talk. The listening is part of the process. It's because you learn so much from what you're hearing other people say, and quite often, I think we live in a world where, and I know as a teacher, that quite often people just come in and say, George, and then I'll be talking to someone, oh, George, someone else will come in. And they don't realise that they need to give space for the other person to have a dialogue with me.
You did that. You did that in our production of my book of Africa and India, a magnificent book, as you know. The imagery is wonderful in it, the imagery of Africa and India. You slowed the whole process down. You said, let's rush it. Let's take our time. Let's think about it. Let's do it. So if people take more time and give themselves more time, then you get a better product at the end of the day. That's what I think.
I think that's important. I mean, we were talking about religion, and I think what we're seeing is a lot of extremism within religion, politics, everything at this particular point in time. But a lot of people are saying their point, but they're not giving respect to the other people to listen to what's actually happening.
The editor of the Newry Democrat said exactly that to me in his office yesterday. He said, there's a lot of argument and no discussion. A lot of talking and no listening. You put your finger on it, and that's what's the problem.
And there seems to be a sense that I have to win this argument. And you're kind of going, but it's not meant to be an argument. No. It's meant to be a discovery of what other people think.
Yeah. Some of these people, if I could take them for a day down to meet the wonderful, wonderful human beings in the city hospital, the nurses and the doctors and the patients, to see these people and to talk to these people, it would change attitudes big time. And that's before we even reach the politicians. We get them down to see it, and it would be good. Yeah.
In every interview that I do or have done in recent times, I always ask the person who's the guest if there's anything they'd like to say that I haven't given them the opportunity to do at this point. So is there anything you'd like to say that I haven't given you the chance to do so far?
Not at all. You've challenged me to put it out there. I've been dancing around it for a long time, that I believe in Jesus, the God of love. I believe in that. I like the cut of his jib in sailing parlance. I like what he did while he was on the earth. And if I had been there all those years ago, 2,000 years ago, I, in all probability, would have walked to his drumbeat. So there it is. I can't dodge it. I can't get away from it. I've been careful about revealing it. I do so now, that I believe in Jesus, the God of love, and that it's taken me some years to come to the courage to announce that, because I've been testing myself. Respond to that. How do you respond to that? How do you respond to the other? That's what's been happening. A period of testing has occurred, and I have shown myself willing to look beyond the obvious. And yes, I believe.
Rowan Hand, thank you very much for being my guest today.
God
Let's
bless you.
talk.
Go well.
Thank you.
care.
We have more on the way, so please subscribe to this channel and check out the link below if you'd consider becoming a patron to help us keep making more content. Thanks for watching.